Hi everyone, welcome to the updates for the 16th of August 2024 from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We are the United States of the world. We're on a mission to banish poverty. We're an emerging nation. We've been around for about 4.5 years, or approaching 4.5 years, and we've been putting in solid foundations to make sure that we're around for many generations to come, not just weeks, months, or years. We are now in a position where we are expanding our economy, and that'll benefit all our citizens by improving the liquidity and the value of our currency, and all our citizens hold our currency. So we are now getting into a position, I wouldn't say we're in a position of strength, but we are heading towards a position of strength. When you become a citizen of We Share Abundance, there is no fee and there's no obligation. You can get involved in anything that we have that's available, but it's up to you. Everything that we have, actually, you can, if you're prepared to put in a little bit of time and effort, participate in without ever putting your hand in your pocket, although most of our members that do get involved in things tend to want to put their hand in their pocket because they can get where they want to go faster, and just make more money quicker. It's as simple as that, really. All our citizens are recognized as being equal. We just see everybody as a human being. We recognize that every human being is unique, but we see everybody just as a human being, unique individually, but part of one big family, all having something unique to offer to our community, all of equal value to our community. So it doesn't matter where you're from, what you look like, what your beliefs are, how rich you are, or how poor you are. In our eyes, you're all equal, okay? It's a non-separatist ideology. We have a little affirmation that helps us with that in a moment. And before that, we'll have a little prayer to help us find true happiness in life. I'm not talking about short-term pleasure that you get from paying off your credit cards and this sort of thing. I'm talking about ever-existing bliss within, leaving you in a calm state of mind, happy all the time. This is what people seek. You can't buy it. There are people with a lot of money still looking for something. They don't know what, and they don't know how to get it. They can make more money. They can buy more houses, more boats, more cars, more planes, more clothes, more. But it doesn't give them what they really want, and that is that bliss. The only way that you can get that is through loving service to others. And the great thing about being of loving service to others is that it attracts into your life everything else that you want and need. You don't have to struggle chasing after money or trying to make your calendar work. It'll all just start happening for you. Relationships will get better, and everything in your life will improve. So that's what our little prayer is about. But welcome to you, whether you're watching the replay or whether you're watching live. We have a lot of people watch the replay. We know that 7 p.m. London time isn't ideal for everybody. But those that are here, we invite to put their name and their comments in their name and their location in the comments section, because it's interesting for everybody else. There we go. We've got Shashi in. I don't believe there's any problem logging in. I don't know why you're having difficulty. Certainly I've just logged in a few minutes ago, to get the numbers for you. Try clearing your browser cache or using a different browser and see if that works for you. I'm not sure where Shaz is from because he's not told us. But anyway, there you go. Welcome. We've got Ramachandra. I know he's from Watford in England. We've got Camiso from somewhere. We're not sure where. He's not told us. Please give us at least our principal back for the so-called staking plans. I'll get on to that in a moment, Camiso. It is a priority of ours, and I'll answer that in the best and most honest way that I can. We got Lewis in from Lisbon in Portugal, Mary from Chicago in the United States, Peter from Cameroon. We got Willie from Atlanta, Georgia in the United States, another Peter from Kettering in England, Werner from South Africa, Eric from Quebec in Canada, Colin from South Africa. Okay, and I'm sure we'll get a few more people in, but let's get started with that little prayer, the affirmation, then we can answer questions and tell you what we've been doing today and where we are, okay? Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you. We ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member, that they may find the joy of service. And through service, bless each member that they may attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their lives. Amen. And our little affirmation, we're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of thy world. Okay, and nobody else popped in while I've been handling that. Let's deal first of all with that question from Camiso. Camiso, nothing would please me more to be able to pay everybody back anything that they've ever put into We Share Abundance. But we don't have any funds. We've never held any money. We've used some of the cash that comes in to pay for the development, the server costs and things like that. Everything else has gone out to people in commissions and benefits one way or another. So we don't have any cash. We have a liquidity pool, but that is covering the commissions that have been earned by members, and we can't dip into that because if every member wants to withdraw their commissions, we have to be able to fund that. And the reason we've got that is because it is a commission. People, you sell something for $10 and you earn $5. $5 goes into the liquidity pool. $5 goes into your available cash wallet. The other $5 is used for benefits in other ways. For example, the Share Hope program, somebody pays $10, $5 goes out directly in a commission. The other $5 goes out in matrix payments and withdrawals from the Share Hope platform. It builds a personal liquidity pool for those people that are doing something in the plan, and it enables them to make withdrawals from the Share Hope wallet that they have. So we don't have any funds. We are in the process of doing things that will address that situation and generate income. And recently, I say recently, it's a couple of months ago probably now, we had a car from Beyond Infinity, and we were able to sell that. And with the proceeds of the sale, we were able to pay off some loans that people had made to us. Once again, we didn't have sufficient to pay the interest on those loans, but they've at least got their money back in their pocket. The next people on the list are the people in the staking plans, because they put money in, and we have our trading fund, because we were financing that through doing trading. It's frozen in Binance. We've still not been able to get that. But it's a blessing in disguise, really. When we do get it, I'm sure we will eventually get those funds. When we do get it, it'll boost the funds that we have, and we'll be able to use them for disbursements to members. But it made us realize, or it certainly made me realize, that whilst trading is speculative, but if you're careful, you can generate steady profits. It tends to be a little bit difficult to always generate a profit. No trader in the world, I don't believe, has ever made a profit on every trade they make. If you're in trading and you win, somebody else is losing. The idea of winning trades is to win more than you lose. A bit like a boxer in a ring. He gets in the ring, he doesn't expect to get out without ever being hit. He's going to have to take some punches, but he's hoping that his punches will be more abundant and more frequent than the ones he's taking, and stronger and better. So we were guided through that, by that, away from the staking. But we have people like yourself who put money into the staking plans. We've not been able to refund. We do have another vehicle which should produce, I'm not sure how much. It would be lovely to think we could get close to $100,000 for it. It's a $125,000 vehicle that will be coming from Beyond Infinity. Certainly not this month, because we're not in the ones for this month. Probably not September, but I would think maybe October we'll get that. And the priority with that money is to repay the people that are in those staking plans. If there's any money over, I'm not sure what the debt level is for the staking plans. I've not bothered making time to work it out at this point in time, because I can't. We don't have any funds to pay it anyway, Camisa, and I apologise for that, and I can understand your concern, but we will be addressing that with the funds that we get in. The other thing that we'll be addressing, if we've got sufficient, is we'll be starting to help the people that bought nest eggs. A lot of people bought nest eggs. Some people just $10 here and there. Some people $100. We might have had, I think, probably a few that put in $1,000 in some cases for nest eggs, and we want to get them their money back. So we have it all lined up to do, but we can only do it when we have the funds. We are a not-for-profit organisation. We've never skimmed anything off and put it into the bank as a reserve, which may well be a mistake not having done that. But all we wanted to do was pay everybody out, and that's what we've done. We've had a lot of money through the door, but it's all gone out. We're talking about millions of dollars that have come in and been paid out again to the members. Some members have done very well out of it. The members that were in early on and got paid early on did really, really well. But what we were doing wasn't sustainable, and so we've had to change. We've had to change our model. What we have now is sustainable, and we will maintain it as sustainable, and it will be around for generations to come. And we've got some exciting developments that are coming. One of them I'll be letting you know about in the not too distant future. And we've got another one where we will be helping people that have staked the pools. As long as you are in all 6 pools, an elite member, and you are active, logging in at least half the available days in the month, we do have relatively small amounts of income that we can now allocate to the members. Not sufficient to pay off the debts that we have to the people that staked money, but enough to find a way of sharing it amongst the members. And we have currently approaching 2,000 active members in Pool 6. If we have $1,000 in a month that we could allocate, it would only mean paying those people 50 cents a month, which would be scorned by a lot of people. They'd be, rather than grateful, they would be saying, why am I only getting this? I put in this, and so on, and I can't even withdraw it because of the $2 withdrawal fee. And, it would be imprudent to do that. But we do have that sort of cash available coming in now through the Beyond Infinity Gold plan. About $1,000 a month we could use currently. So what I propose to do is we will raffle, if you like, every month stakes in that plan, in the funds that we have available. So we'll put the funds in, that will go into the pot, and we'll draw members out at random that are in active elite positions, and we'll draw them out until we have less than $100 left in the pot. And any member that's drawn out will get $25. However, if they are in the 777 plan at least level 3, they'll get an extra $25. If they're a paid member of the Sharehope plan, they'll get an extra $25. And if they've referred a paid member of the Sharehope plan in the month, they'll get an extra $25. So there's a potential to get up to $100 if your name is drawn out. It could also be just $25 or anywhere in between. So if everybody gets $25, then we've got like $900. If we have $1,000, I think we can probably get $1,000 most months. There is the potential to have 36 people at least getting $25. But if we get people that are getting $100, then there would only be 10 people that would get $100. But it could be anywhere in between. So we'll do that every month. And I think that will be more attractive to the members than giving everybody a few cents. And of course, as the active member count grows, the number of cents would diminish anyway, because there'd be more active members sharing the same sort of money. The Beyond Infinity payments will gradually grow as well, and hopefully we'll be able to get more money that we'll be able to put in, and there'll be more money able to go out in the raffle, and we'll just draw people out until there is less than $100. We can't make a drawing if there's less than $100 in, because that person could qualify for $100. So it would just roll over into the next month, and we will keep it going like that. I'm hoping that we can implement that by the end of this month or early next month. But we have other things that we're working on now, as you're probably aware. So I know that's not the answer you want, Camiso, but it's the only answer I can give you, because I always give you an honest answer. Okay. Who else have we got in? I can't remember who we were up to. Let me see if I can. I think we were up to Colin from South Africa. So we've got Richard in from Devon in England, Kingsley from Manchester, England. We've got Ron in from Amsterdam in Holland, Nankiep from Nigeria, Don from British Columbia in Canada, Andrew from Auckland, New Zealand, Ahmad from Abuja in Nigeria, Deborah from Southern Alabama in the United States, and we've got Don in. Somebody else saying WSA login not working. Let me just test it now, because I logged in okay, no problem, not long ago. So here we go. Let me just log into one of our test accounts. And see what happens. Looks like it's logging me in. I've got the ad coming up. And I'm in the dashboard. So I've just logged into an account. So the login is working. It's some problem you've got locally, possibly with your cache in your browser. Don, I suggest you clear your cache or use a different browser, or try an incognito window. Try an incognito window. That might do it. Okay. Somebody else mentioned it, I think, earlier on. So I don't know why, but it is working. And Tony from Sheffield is here, and he says it's working okay there. It is working. So you have some issue that has been created somehow. I don't know. I'm no technical expert. That has affected your ability to log in. Try an incognito window or clearing your cache. Colin said, been trying since this afternoon, still no success. I can't offer a solution for you. It is working. Lewis in Portugal, it's working there. It is a local issue. Something has affected your ability to log in from your browser. If you've got another computer, try another computer or a browser or whatever. Tony says, do you have a VPN you can try to log in? I'm not sure whether that would work or not, Tony. But yeah, they can try it if they've got it. But an incognito window should get around a lot of your problems. Or just try another browser. It is working. Okay. Lost track a little bit. Okay, yeah. Development, right. We have two of the first 3 points on our list for the 777 plan have been uploaded. I think point 2, as was pointed out by Werner, was already in place, and that was the positions 2 and 4 not being pass-ups in level 2, but creating additional entries for members that get those assisted entries. Those assisted entries will be loans as soon as we load that. We nearly got it done today, but we've not finished testing it. Devion is going to come in tomorrow. We're going to work on it tomorrow. Normally Devion doesn't work Saturdays, but she's coming in tomorrow and we're going to get it loaded. So that will change the function of those assisted entries. It will not be a freebie as such. I mean, it will mean nobody has to put their hand in the pocket, but the cost of putting people through the process and the program will need to be repaid by the member that gets the assisted entry from the commissions they earn before they can withdraw commissions. It won't stop them moving up through the levels. We will prioritize that. So if they're earning commissions to get to level 2 and then level 3 and so on, that will carry on. It'll move people through. So it won't affect the sponsors' commissions, but it will affect the person that comes in with those assisted entries because, for example, when they move into level 2, they would have got $10. And that $10 will go towards the loan payment. Okay, so that will be operative from tomorrow. But already you can now, again, and I know a lot of people wanted this. I think Tony was one person that wanted us to go back to it, and I think Werner. And you can now do a $5 entry into the 777 plan. So you can do whatever level you want. Level 1, level 1 and 2, level 1, 2 and 3, whatever. We're still going to offer incentives for people to get to level 3 and above. And they will be coming in the next set of upgrades, if you like, to the 777 plan. You're going to get 6 months power of 1 bonus at a fixed level. What level? If you come in with within 7 days into levels 1, 2, and 3, for only $35, you get 20% minimum power of 1 bonus for 6 months, and that can make a big difference in your income. Level 4, I think you get 30%. Level 5, 40%. Level 6, 50%. And if you come in at level 7, it is 100% for 6 months. So that gets locked in for you. And those will be incentives, and those will help you make sales at those levels rather than at the $5 level. But the $5 level is there to enable you to help people that simply don't have more than $5 that they can afford to put in. So that is back, and it is available, and it's available as a purchase or as a PIF. I've not tested it, I've got to be honest, but it should be available as both. So there we go. Yeah, there will also be an incentive for you guys as affiliates. If you sell 3, and this won't be retrospective, it'll be from the date we make the uploads, okay? So don't keep saying, I don't want people saying, oh, well, I introduced 3 people before or whatever. It'll only be effective from when we load it. It's not retrospective, it's from the time we load it. And I can't remember the details exactly, but I think it's basically a permanent Power of One bonus that you can lock in at the same levels. I think 20, 30, 40, 50 and 100%. And you do it by introducing 3 people at those levels. So if you introduce 3 people at level 3, you're going to get 20% Power of One bonus locked in. Now, you may have more than that through other things or whatever, then okay. But even if you drop out for whatever reason, you miss a month, and you will still have that 20%. It'll be locked in for you for life. If you introduce people at the top level, 3 people at the top level, with all 7 levels in the 777 plan, you'll lock in for life that 100% bonus. So it's there, and it will be available, and that will be the incentive to you as affiliates. And to help you make those sales, we incentivize the people to buy those. There are other benefits as well, but those are the main ones that people are going to be looking at. Those are the ones that people are going to, I think, is going to push their buttons, So that'll be a couple of the things that we're doing next week. Let me just check. I think that's number 4 and 5. Have I got? Oh, and another thing, we will be putting a link in to the in your dashboard below the 777 plan link. There'll be a link to the ShareHope power line, and it'll show the power line. So those are the next 3 things that we'll be working on. And then we've got 2 more complicated ones that will follow that. One of them is that allocation of people effectively spill over from your level 1 to help the people that you've referred move into level 2 much faster. It's a little bit more complicated, which is why we've left it to number 7. And then we will have also a way that you'll be able to contact the people that are in your levels and give them a nudge to get their boxes filled in with somebody. And that will be it, really. So that there are 8 things that we're doing there. and that is that is where we're up to. We'll get the first three. Two of them have been completed, but the first one will be done and uploaded tomorrow. Tony's saying he'll give it a test shortly. I want to get one of my referrals in rather than waiting for them to be placed. Yeah, why not? Have a go. It's only $5, isn't it? Any payment received from Desktop AI yet? No. I think there's a message in the Telegram group which was forwarded from their Telegram group, which basically says they're running behind. But no, we've not received anything as yet. The first payment we should get would be that it's only what $380 for people that signed up under the account in my name. But we've also got an account in my wife's name. And the reason for that is it's beneficial to We Share Abundance because we'll get the second tier payments from that. But we have to balance it, otherwise they will get done for stacking and they'll kick us out. So that's why we've got people in both, rather than just having one person refer one person who refers everybody. But no, we haven't received anything yet. They're struggling a bit with it, and I can understand why. They reckon they've got 500,000 people that were signed up. But I wouldn't be surprised if like 300,000 of them are phoning. Would be nice if alongside the link to ShareHope to show pro and free member numbers. Why? I can't understand why you want that. All we're going to show is the power line, the number in the members power line, and they'll see that growing on a regular basis. It's not growing very much at the moment, but it is growing. And when people want more information, they go to the dashboard in their ShareHope plan, and you can get everything you want in there. 77 shows total members so far. Yeah, well, we're going to show total members in your power line. So somebody that just joins will have a power line with nobody in. And then after a week, they'll see 10 people or 20 people or whatever it may be. And eventually, when we start really moving with it, we'll, you'll see rapid growth in the power line, and that will incentivize people even more. Don says, I was able to log into the We Share Abundance site just now. Yeah, well, it's been working for me all day. I mean, I'm logging in and out all the time. And there's not been any problem for me. There was an issue this morning with the database. Well, that is in the WordPress site. It wasn't the member area. There was some error in the database. So it was stopping the site resolving. But it wasn't very long before we got that fixed. So that's the only issue that I know of in the website today. But the members area isn't on that same database, or it's not a WordPress site. It's all written in coded program language, PHP, whatever, or I don't know, specifically. Okay, so that wouldn't have been affected by the WordPress site, which is the one that I put things up on. Okay. Right. Numbers. Let's have a look at the numbers. We have an increase of 6 in the last 24 hours in the shareholder plan. We should be looking for like 60 a day, 100 a day. But from little acorns grow the mighty oak, okay? But we had an increase of 6 to 483. I think it was 482 when we ran the matrix. So there's been one person that's joined after we ran the matrix, I think. We have an increase of 81 in the 777 plan. That is usually growing at around about that rate, doing well. And of course, it will grow much faster initially until we've used up our pool of members. Once we get these upgrades done and we start allocating again from the member pool. But once that member pool's gone, we'll be able to use the system as an incentive to people to join. There'll be a lot of incentive to join, because basically anybody that doesn't join after 7 days, they're going to be stuck into one of those assisted entry positions. How many members are left in the pool? Well, we have 47,323 registered members. That will be reduced in the near future as we take out those that have not verified their email. But let's say there's 40,000. That would take out 7,000. I don't think it'll be that many, but I don't know what the actual number is. But let's suppose it's 40,000, and we've got 211,000 in the plan. So you take your 40,000, take your 211,000 off, and that's the number of people we've got in the pool. Okay. No, you can't do it that way. No, that's it anyway. You can get it from the figures that I give you every day. So the registered member is 47,353. If there were nobody to be taken out, then we'd have about 26,200, something like that. The active member count is something we need to get right, because it's not right at the moment. It doesn't really matter unless you're withdrawing. And if you're withdrawing and you're not shown as active, and you should be, then put in a support ticket and we'll sort it out for you. We will check. We can check whether you have logged in at least half the available days by just going through the rewards you get in your US dollar wallet. So don't try and pull the wool, but I know that it's not accurate at the moment. So if you do need to withdraw and it's not letting you because you're not classed as active, put in a support ticket and we'll fix it. Multiply Visa, no change in the membership base. We logged in and we got about how much? About 80 cents from the revenue share, taking us up to $10,518.62 in the bonus pool there. However, the active count will be important in the near future, because what I talked about early on, where we're going to draw people out to share the small amounts of cash that we have that are generated through general member effort, then you will need to be an active elite member to qualify for the draw. So we do need to make sure that the active count is correct before we implement that system. But any major income that we receive now, hopefully, in where are we? In October, those Beyond Infinity nodes will start working. How much are they going to pay? We don't know. We haven't got a clue. They seem to think that they're going to be paying out quite a lot of money for the nodes. And if they are, fine. That will give us a bonus that we'll be able to use for things like the repayment of staking and the repayment of or the ability to withdraw your nest egg purchases and things like that. But in the meantime, just helping to get people motivated into being active elite members, which benefits the website in so many ways, and every member benefits from it. I think that raffle with the income that we're getting from Beyond Infinity at the moment, say it's not enough to do anything major with, but it is probably about $1,000 a month that we can use, and it'll incentivize a few members and help one or two members out through that. And the only way we can do it really is random, just random draw. It would be almost insulting to just pay people 30 or 40 cents, a month. So there is also, or there should also be, a small profit generated from the Share Hope plan, although we used up all that to compensate members for the mix-up and the mess that we had with running the matrices for about 3 or 4 weeks. We gave everybody that was in at that time $10 to give them another 4 weeks. And that cost us about $4,000 from that profit pool. That profit pool is what pays for the liquidity for the withdrawals from the Share Hope wallet. But then once that liquidity has been covered, there should be a small amount left over, and as we grow, that small amount should grow, and that would then be available also to share out amongst the members. And if we can grow it gradually grow that amount that we're putting into the pot for the raffle, it just means more members will get a share, and every month, or a chance of a share every month anyway. Nankyep, I want to know more about the miracle game. Fun Miracles. There's nothing I can tell you much about that at the moment, but we will be getting onto that as soon as we've got the 777 and the Share Hope plan out of the way, which is imminent. Within the next week or two, we should be starting work on the Fun Miracles and the MAR. Okay, but there's nothing much I can tell you about it until we get something agreed with the people. I've already made contact with some people, but I don't have enough time to allocate to that at the moment while we're still working on the Share Hope and the 777. Okay. I think that covers it, folks. I think we're done. It is a Friday. You'll be able to enjoy your weekends. For some people, it's already Saturday morning, so you can enjoy your weekend, enjoy it. Hopefully the weather is nice. It's nice here in Cornwall at the moment. But it is the UK, and it could be snowing within the next hour. You know, that's just the weather that we have. It gives everybody something to talk about every day. Okay, that's it from me. I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time, YouTube, Twitch, and our Facebook page. Until then, get out there, do your bit, test what we have put in place so far, and enjoy what we have. We've got a lot more coming, some very exciting things that are going to really help us propel our growth, and one plan that will generate some income in time to really benefit the members from the plan itself. It's going to be very, very low cost. You know, we're going to be looking at like less than 85 cents a month for something that is really valuable. But just get out there, get people into the 777 plan. Now you've got that $5 back. You've all asked for it, or many of you have asked for it. Use it, okay? Get people in, $5, done deal. They're in the ShareHub Power line, and they will be in line for everything else that we've got coming up. So God bless you all. Go the extra mile. I love you all, and I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator.